Hey Google, restart video.
Hey everyone, Scott Innes, voice actor, Hollywood actor, movie star. Don't believe all that. I'm a legend in my own mind. Hey, you know me better as the voice of some of the most popular cartoon characters in the world. Scooby Dooby Doo, Scrappy Dappy Doo, Puppy Power, like and Shaggy too. And you've got the Sullivan Project podcast. It's coming at you right now.
Hey Google, stop. Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the Sullivan Project podcast, and I'm Harold, your host. Uh, See, we did. I think last time was Thanksgiving, so I've been feeling better. My birthday's actually December 12th, so I'm just gonna be trying to get this posted around that date or you know close to it. Uh, Catch up on a couple of things. Um, I'm making some jewelry, or trying to anyway. I'm blind. In case people don't know, I went blind about a year and a half ago. Uh, I've been disabled since I was a kid, and I've been in this wheelchair since I was born disabled. Been in a wheelchair since I was about 9, 10. But anyways, start making the. I got a crosshair. It was the first one I did hanging on this arm. I don't know if I can see the arm. Uh, it's hard for me to just get the camera on here, but so. But it's out of clay. I'm making jewelry out of clay, just playing with it. It's hard to do things when you can't see, so my hands are very limited too. And so I got some stuff I'm making out of clay, and I got some essential oils I've made, making. So I'm putting together a few things, and maybe I'll have them up for not sale, but like donation in the future. Just for people, give a couple of bucks if they want or whatever. I'm not trying to make money or do anything, but I want to help and just have something to do with my time also. And so if anybody's interested in that, or if you're interested in learning about oils, essential oils, or any of that, let me know. And if you all have any subjects, or if you want to be a guest, if you have any subjects you want to talk about, let me know. Or if you want to be a guest on here, we'll arrange it. The Sullivan Project podcast, and you can find it on YouTube under Harold Sullivan 78, TikTok Harold Sullivan 78, and Facebook Harold Sullivan period 35. And I do talk to you. I will if you message me. People help me read the messages. I'll write you back, whatever. Like video calls, whatever. Well, I want to help people. This Everyone has a story, and you can't judge a book by its cover. And here we like to talk about metaphysical, spiritual, supernatural, paranormal, and then we talk about movies, music, art, entertainment. Just you know, a lot of things help, heal. So everything has its purpose. All good, all love and light. Hey Google, what did I want you to remember?
Here's what you told me. First, Quantum Leap Crypto NFT books future ghosts.
Hey Google,
Second,
stop. Hey Google, turn your volume to 50%. So Quantum Leap, yeah, I'm on season 4 of the original now, listening to it. I saw the originals when I was younger, but going back and listening, and I'm in the second or third episode, just trying to catch up. So, and I've actually been learning a little bit about quantum physics, and what quanta is the smallest particle of anything is made out of. So it's pretty neat. And then the quantum string theory is which they say they could make time travel unquote quote unquote possible, which is if your life was a string from beginning to end and you ball it up, you'd be able to go to different points. It would be all touching together, so you could leap from one spot to the other. But I think of time travel as more of a mind thing, which we'll get into that more here in a second. So yeah, Quantum Leap. The new season is on hiatus. The new show for right now until after January. So I learned what that NFT was, non-fungible tokens. So in case people don't know what that is, these are these things that people are selling online for ridiculous amounts of money, and it's a digital ownership basically that you own a product, and there may be only one of a kind or a couple, but they're very limited, and it's like a vehicle how the ownership is tracked and stuff, where people can go online, everything is out in the open, and you can see who owned it and how much it was worth and what year it came out, whatever, all these things. So I don't understand. It's not an actual thing that you're owning. You know what I mean? I mean, it could be audio or pictures or whatever, art or different things, but they're digital. It's all digital. Same with crypto. It's money. It's dollar per dollar, but it's not uh, funded by a bank or insured by any bank. So it's basically fake online money. And I guess if you invest in it, it could go up over time. But I don't. I don't really get all that either. And then yeah, so the books I was just got done. I got some more audio books, and one was on the Akashic records, which if people haven't heard of that, it's basically they say there's galactic records now, which is everything for all the universes. But Akashic records is supposed to be like this universe and all the record, like everything that's happened, past, present, future. Which I don't believe. I don't. There's no past, present, future to me. So my theories are everything is at one time. So you can access the Akashic records if you're able to. And it's not an actual. I mean, some people could see it as a place, but it just means you're able to go in and think of something or remember something or just pull something out that you normally wouldn't know. But that goes into the theory that we never die and we just live forever. So the knowledge is already in there. So this is pretty deep. And then also astral projection, because when I was a kid I used to travel to different places and I just thought it was a dream, but it's not. You can travel. You can leave it. The body has three bodies. We have one that's connected to source, like is source. We have one this body, and then we have one that leaves the body when we go to sleep. And because when we sleep, that's when our body repairs most of itself, does most of its thinking and figuring out things. But you're able to actually leave and go into other people's dreams. You could go to other places. You could just travel down the road outside your body if you want. And these are real things. And I used to go to different places when I was young. And I've talked about in other podcasts. So if you want to hear that, check it out and go back, or if you want to see. Uh, and remote viewing, same type of deal. There's people that can tell you stuff that's going on, or they can hear it or see it, and they're not even in the same state or country. And even the military used to use people, and they still do, I believe. They use psychics and all that to find people without having to go in. They can just tell them where the people are. So, hey Google, what did I want you to remember?
Here's what you told me. First, Quantum Leap Crypto NFT Books Future Ghosts.
Hey Google, delete the
Second,
first one.
Done. It's
Also,
forgotten.
ghosts, which as people say, are passed on people that are in a different form, right, or another energy, right, when we leave the body. Now, a ghost can actually be from the future. So someone could die in the future, which, like I said, there's no such thing as time, and then be a ghost in our time. And there could be a ghost of a person that didn't even die, because if some kind of traumatic events happen and there's two people in the event, one person may survive, the other person may die, but you may see the event replayed over and over, and that would be an echo, I'd call it, or a repeat, or they call that a non-intelligent haunting. They can't interact with you. So there are so many different levels of stuff going on. We have no clue. I'm starting to get a little bit of it, and that's why I want to share it, get the truth out. There's so much going on. Hey Google, what did I want you to remember?
Here's what you told me. First, let go, let God look is like a faith. Second,
Hey
to
Google,
start
stop. Okay, let go, let God. I think I've said that before, but it's something I've come up with. And luck is a lack of faith. Okay, because there's no such thing as luck. I don't believe coincidence, accident, mistake. Luck, oh, I got lucky. No, you know. What did I say before? Don't get lucky, get Lord, something like that, or don't get lucky, get God. Because you don't need to get lucky. There's no such thing. God will take care of everything for you. It's just so hard to not want to try to not want to control, or when we can't control things. It's so hard to just let go and let God. Hey Google, what did I want you to remember?
Here's what you told me. First, to Stars Dirt Water Empty Classroom for lease.
Hey Google,
Second,
what did I want you to remember?
here's what you told me. First, to Stars Dirt Water Empty Classroom for lease. Second, let go, let God look is like a faith. Third, reward stepdad.
Okay, so stars, yeah, and my third eye, I've seen ever since I went blind a lot. I'll see it just looks like dark or space with lots of light dots, and I'm like going towards it, like I'm flying through space, just for a second or two until I realize kind of that I'll snap out of it. And dirt is another thing I'll see sometimes, or a volcano or something, but it'll just be like disturbed dirt or sand or earth being moved, and it's just in my third, like I can see it in my third eye, even if my eyes are open. And then water is the one I just saw just then. Most of the time, if anybody's seen anything on camera at that second, just in case, but it looks like a drop. See, I saw it again. It's like something dropping something in water, and you just see the ripple effect. And I don't know what these means. And then empty classroom. That's an astro travel thing, I think, or it's where I'm learning in my sleep, but I don't remember what I'm being taught because they say when you dream, when you have a classroom where you dream of that, that means your guides are there and stuff. And but I don't remember seeing them. I still don't know who they are, or I don't have exact on that yet. Hey Google, what did I want you to remember?
Here's what you told me. First, to stars, dirt, water, empty classroom for lease.
Hey Google, delete the first one.
Done. It's
Oh,
forgotten.
San Francisco now. They're actually able to use robot police like in RoboCop. I mean, this is it right here. The Terminator, the start of the machines fighting back, all that. They're actually passed the laws now. Well, I don't know what kind of robot police, quote unquote, they are, but yeah, robot police in California now. Hey Google, what did I want you to remember?
Here's what you told me. First, let go, let God look as like a faith.
Hey Google,
Second,
delete the first one.
Done. It's forgotten.
Hey Google, what did I want you to remember?
I remember you told me. Reward stepdad.
Okay. And then rewards. Yeah, when I was young, my dad, when I used to go to school, he'd give me money, especially if I made an honor roll. So that was a neat little. And even when we were grocery shopping, right? If I got within like 5 cents with the tax and all that, or 10 cents or whatever, he'd give me like like $5, if I was within 5 cents, or like $10. And this was adding all the pennies. Stuff is 99 cents, 98. So to get within an exact penny, because sometimes on 50 cents they put 3, sometimes they put 4 cents. So but those were ways to use money. I've always been good with that, and I'm starting to do numerology now, astrology, and tarot cards, which I can't see, but I'm gonna figure out a way. Maybe I'm just dipping and dabbing in all this, but I can use this with my intuition to help people as well. So if anybody wants to talk about this stuff or learn about it, let me know. And again, this is the Sullivan Project podcast, and I'm Harold, and Harold Sullivan 78 on YouTube, Harold Sullivan 78 on TikTok, and Harold Sullivan period 35 on Facebook. If you want to talk, I'm here to help. I can do that. It's something I can do. I've been close to death 30 times, and I've had over or close to 30 people that I've known that have died. And I want to use my days to help people. That's what I have to give. I want to love. I don't want to be hurt or used, but I want to help people. Love and light, you know. And then, yeah, when I was in high school, my dad, if I made the honor roll, or every A, B, or whatever, he'd give me dollars for that. So it was kind of like a semi-normal thing, in my life. Uh, as far as like a little thing, rewards and earning money and learning things. And then my stepdad, yeah, I mentioned him before. I found out recently he passed away a few years ago. He was on drugs too. He had his problems. When my mom met him, he was a crackhead. And I remember one of the first things she paid him to put up a ceiling fan in Logstown when I was like 11 years old. That's where they met. The ceiling fan flew off and almost killed us. And I didn't think that could happen. Like in the movies, you see fans falling and people taking the fan off, or whatever. There was a movie where a killer, I don't know if it would actually work. I think it was called The Ninth Power or something, a long time ago, The Seventh Power. And I don't really remember what it was about. But this killer took a ceiling fan off the ceiling. He was killing people or taking it after people. It's like it wouldn't spin when you take it down. But my mom, I guess, saw it or heard it, and she grabbed me, lifted me out of the wheelchair just in time. This was in the kitchen. And the ceiling fan came crashing down, and the glass shattered everywhere. But he was abusive so many times over the years. He was married. Him and my mom were together 20-some, 30 years, or whatever, I don't know, a long time. And I think they were still married when they got divorced, but they weren't together for years. But he was abusive. He had hit me when I was younger and left a bruise on my arm. And when my dad turned him into children's services, they said it wasn't abuse. And they pulled out these pictures, literally. This was back in like 90s or whatever. this, and showed me these. I didn't even want to see that. I didn't look. But they showed me stuff. It's like, wow, you're going to show me these pictures and stuff, and like they're bragging, like, well, that's not abuse. This is abuse. Well, none of that should have happened. But he didn't do it again after that. But he was mean, and he used to hit my mom, and it took two because she would antagonize him too. I realized that later on that she had gotten a pattern where she liked it and needed it, you know. And abusers get in that, so you almost antagonize people, and it takes two, you know. You have the choice: fight fire with water, like I said. Just walk away. Don't keep poking at an angry bear. And no excuse for either one. But I went to the police so many times and called them to try to help my mom rescue mommy. And when I was younger, even with no shirt on, I'd go out the back door and go to the police department. And then I quit doing that after a while because I realized it was just a game I was getting caught up in. But she was a big woman. He would knock her down. He'd bash her head into the hallway and stuff and whatever. But and sometimes she would lie though, so you didn't know when she was telling the truth. And she lied on me several times too. And she had mental illnesses and all that. But the last time she called the police on him, he didn't even do anything. She lied because I heard him on the front porch talking right outside my window. And so, I mean, he didn't do nothing at that time, but he didn't come back after that. He'd come in and see her once in a while, and he used to come and see me, but he didn't try to get back in, you know, so. But he had a lot of dirt. He actually went to jail for child stuff, and I don't even want to get into all that, but they actually found drugs and weapons in his house, so. And this is after they broke up. I mean, Jesus. Hey, Google, what time is it?
It's 11:19.
Okay, we're doing good. So, hey, Google, what did I want you to remember?
I remember you told me. Reward stepdad.
Hey, Google. Never mind. Okay, so back to, oh yeah. So I mentioned something a few podcasts ago about being a Virgo or something. Because of the book, the audio books, these are confusing. But when I was on We're All Psychic, again, I was on the episode, they had Sagittarius. So I went back and studied it and did the Sagittarius. So I figured that's my sign. And it is Sagittarius, December 12th. It's just this book lists different things. So because astrology doesn't just have regular astrology, there's different kinds, and there's north node, south node. So you can have different signs and different houses, and it's just not one word Sagittarius or Virgo or whatever. So I believe I was looking at Virgo in a different house. So my main sign is Sagittarius. So that's what I'm going by, just like everybody else's. So I'm doing astrology as well. I'm listening to audio books though. But yeah, and I used to. I talked about before how I had like 3 bracelets on each arm. I started getting into crystals and just buying all this, and I still have hundreds of crystals and just tons of stuff. And I'm going to actually have some of them up for donation as well when I start doing this shop here, or just having a few things on Facebook or whatever, you know. But I got crystals, so people can just donate them, whatever, how much, a block maybe, hopefully, or whatever, get a crystal, or get a crystal with your essential oils. I have like 8 different ones I blended together now, and again, hopefully this stuff will be available soon. And the Sullivan Project podcast is on YouTube under Harold Sullivan 78, TikTok Harold Sullivan 78, and YouTube. I already said YouTube. Sorry. Facebook Harold Sullivan period 35. And I actually have a couple of celebrities that did some trailers for me, thanks to Cameo. And I had a guest, celebrity, Supernatural, Samantha Smith, who played the Mary Winchester. So check that out, all that on there. And I actually wrote some songs, and I'm doing that too, being blind. I got these things coming to me. I just need some help putting it together. So I'm going to work on that for the future and try to bring that to people. Music heals as well. So we're going to wrap up this episode, but again, my birthday is 12/12. Which a little bit of numerology. 12/12 is, if you add the 1 and the 2 and then the 1 and the 2, that's 3. That's the power of 3 showing up in there, which is good. That's the Holy Trinity. And then also my friend Janelle, which she says she'll be on soon. I got a couple people. Chris, he said he'd like to be a guest on the podcast. We'll see. Some people say they like to, and then they just get a little shy. And we could just do audio. They don't have to be on video, you know. But she has 7 in hers, so that's lucky, and this and that, intuitive. And my friend Danny, who asked me to be his baby's godfather recently. He has 11, and has his life path, which is very intuitive and psychic, and I didn't even realize that about him, but it kind of makes sense. So, again, this is the Sullivan Project podcast, and I want to tell everybody to be the light, and remember, love is a choice, and so is to hate.